Like, it's always policing content, okay? Can we get this taken down, please? I'm serious. There's never been a moment in my life where I'm like, this bothers me. I'm going to call the manager and demand that this person is removed. Like, how ridiculous. You covered how Ethan discussed the Nazi, right? Yeah, I heard that he was like defending him.
A joke in the video or not?
You know what's funny? I genuinely think that
Bathrobe Bowling, thank you for the 25 good subs.
Sam Hyde broke Ian. And when he told me, he was like, he came and he was like,
such a bizarre chapter.
He says, I'm doing a documentary on Sam Hyde. I told him, and Anissa was here. I said, that's a huge mistake. Do not do it. You guys, I don't know who, I said, do not do it. Like, trust me. Because Sam's the type of guy who's going to get the best of you, really, no matter what. And it turns out he did. And he's even crazier than Ian anticipated.
Right.
He absolutely, I think it just broke him. And I mean, Sam Hyde's like super ultra right. So maybe he's just, I don't know. I'm like Sam Hyde now, apparently.
What do you mean? He's super ultra right. He is just straight up a prominent neo-Nazi and a pedophile. He's not just ultra right.
I was talking about it in
I don't think Sam thinks very highly of Jewish people either. So I don't know.
I was talking about it in the office the other day, but I didn't know who Sam Hyde was until iDubbbz brought him back in the spotlight.
That's it.
I think a lot of people didn't know who he was, and he kind of brought him back into the limelight, and kind of now he's like popular again.
Yeah, he's popping, and that's all thanks to Ian. Now I'll say Sam is an extraordinarily funny guy that inspired me a lot when I was coming up, but he's also like he's just a little crazy. That's and also like extremely right wing.
Bro, I feel like he's beating a dead horse at this point, but like Ethan Klein does not care about anti-Semitism even a little bit. He said, yeah, he's just an extremely right-wing guy. Dude, he's a Nazi. What do you mean?
Now, I'll say Sam is an extraordinarily funny guy that inspired me a lot when I was coming up. But he's also like, he's just a little crazy. There's nobody on the entire platform to call him out. Nobody. They've all been banned. Nobody. There is not a single dissenting voice with his straight up radical, anti-American, anti-Semitic, pro-China, pro-Russia, pro-terrorism takes. This is fringe, psychotic, that is not normal.
Like, for Ethan Klein, the CEO of Twitch is a Nazi, but Sam Hyde is just an extremely right-wing guy. I am a vicious anti-Semite. I'm a vicious anti-Semite, and he has more charitability for Sam Hyde. What? He used to hate Sam Hyde. This is like, ironically enough, one of the things that, like, all of the neo-Nazis that despised Ethan for being Jewish for years and years and years, many of them are Sam Hyde fans, as a matter of fact, hated me too. We had the same doxers and swatters. How the did this happen? Defending Holocaust deniers that attack anti-Semites, yeah.
And potentially a Nazi as well. Potentially a Nazi. I mean, he had when he did the world...
Potentially? Brother, what do you mean potentially a Nazi? Wait, someone sent me... Okay, I just want to look at something. Because someone said that Ethan was claiming that I was a Nazi because of the Bleach sword that I have that apparently has the reverse the reverse swastika, which is not a swastika, but that's besides the point. Like the famous Bleach katana that I have, they were lasering in on it. I want to hear what he had to say. I want to hear what his statement was about that.
Peace show. There was a sketch where it was just a bunch of kids going.
Yes, Zach and Dan called you out. That's so Dan.
Jews. We love Jewish people. And I was like, this makes me very uncomfortable. But that's that. Sam Hyde, congratulations. You did break Ian's brain. So, that looked like a swastika in the video. I know it was an anime thing, but maybe we'll be a little more careful.
I said that this morning, too.
Let me pull that up. I know that the chances that they did on purpose is close to 0, right? So I'm not accusing them, but like, just be a little more aware.
Dan said you're vile. What the?
Next time.
Why would they have that though? Like, I feel like you buy that, you take one look at it, you go, maybe not.
I got no clue.
Well, it's not actually a swastika. It just looks like a swastika.
Pretty damn
right?
close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's from
It's from an
Bleach.
anime.
Can you send it?
Oh, it's from Bleach. Okay.
Oh.
Like to bleach my mind of this video.
I'm not gonna say that they're
But
most
yeah,
genocide.
probably should have picked a different katana for the
Like
photo.
Ian posted this to Twitter, okay, with a katana. Not racist guy, not racist.
Listen, he's just embracing his new audience.
With the least anti-Semitic people on Twitch.
Yeah. There's a clip of you they show where you say you don't watch the show. I don't. I've read the mangas, but I've never watched the actual anime. And I stopped reading the mangas a long ass time ago.
The hilt. That is a uncomfortable similarity to a swastika.
It's a warm welcome to his new audience, Ethan.
Wait, how is that not a swastika? That's almost like it's doing the whole motion.
It totally is.
I guess it is a swastika. It's
Wait, hold on.
not. It's not like a Nazi swastika.
It's
swastika's originally from Asia.
So,
like,
Yeah,
wait,
there is
what's
that-
the name of the sword? So I want to see what it looks like in the cartoon.
Okay.
oh, I don't.
It looks
Okay.
this.
I could never.
I bought this on stream, dude. What are we talking about? I bought this at Anime Expo on stream. Here's the VOD. You bought them on stream? Yeah.
That's okay. Have fun, y'all.
Have a good one. Like, fuck, I don't bleach like that, but it's sick.
It is a cool sword. Let's see it. He's even holding it
I literally say right here, I don't even bleach like that, but the sword is sick.
the right way.
It's hard to take out though because it's got like the. No, I'm not holding it here. This is how you're supposed to hold it. Remember?
Come on, chat. Remember.
And this way you can't even do this. You can't do this because it gets stuck. Yeah, this sword is the Chicago Bulls hat of being anti-Israel. This is longer than a regular katana. It's sick. I want to get this. I want to get the Chicago long. Just can you give a watchful eye over my? Can you give a watchful eye over my manga?
Those would never get stolen in Japan.
Okay, I'm gonna. Dan got clips sent to him. Dug up moments of you saying you don't even like Bleach. Where they got these convenience clips so quickly? Who could say? Yeah, this is. I mean, here's another clip of me literally purchasing it because I think it looks cool because it's a long sword, and it has like a little dangly thing. I have it prominently placed on my wall, but it's not in the streaming room. Like, I don't know why so many of my naysayers will just like look at something that I have volunteered and then try to make it into like a controversy. It's whenever people are like, Hassan, you have an affluent beginning and you're privileged and your uncle is Cenk Uygur. You are a nepotism recipient. And then they'll be like, and here, he admits it. And it's just me talking about all of those things. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, dude, why would I be embarrassed by this? I'm not. This is my life. This is something that I have volunteered myself. Why do you think this is like some hidden secret? You're the only dumbass who thinks this is a hidden secret. Same with like me purchasing this Bleach katana, knowing well that it's a katana from Bleach that I am not that interested in terms of the anime itself, but I think the katana is cool. It looks dope. Why would I be ashamed of any of this? It's funny thinking you are sneakily anti-Semitic when you could make $1 trillion by being really anti-Semitic, like all the other dudes. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the other side of this, where it's like, at this point, there is no more safeguards on unlimited anti-Semitism. If I was anti-Semitic, I would just say it. Get a larger audience, as a matter of fact, constantly noticing things. You know what I mean? Why would I trap myself in a bind where people are like desperate to hear anti-Semitism for me. I just cave into it if that's something I personally believed in. It's such a stupid. Yeah, the reason why I brought this up, by the way, is because I wanted to see what he had to say about this, as opposed to Sam Hyde, who he was like, he's a really far right kind of guy.
Never get into Bleach.
I just want to see
honest.
for reference.
Same, I never
Fake
watched.
weeb over here.
Bleach. I'll say Bleach. Nazi sword.
Katana.
Bleach Nazi sword.
Whose sword is this? Is it Hassan?
Yeah,
that's
assume
Hassan's
so. Yeah,
The
Hassan's
thing
a
is,
big
like,
weeb,
you can't
so.
own this and have it and like have it out without being like, this looks like a swastika.
Yeah,
Or
totally.
do you think that now that it's been pointed out that he should remove the photo at least? Take it down?
No.
Bro, I like that immediately. The first thing is like, let's remove this photo, please. Like, it's always policing content, okay? For defenders of Israel, it's just one note, one speed. Can we get this taken down, please? Eve Fatlaw. Like, there's never been, I'm serious, there's never been a moment in my life where I'm like, this bothers me. I'm going to call the manager and demand that this person is removed. Like, how ridiculous. How is that always the first speed here? Jesus Christ.
He's not going to.
It's just, I don't know.
That's a.
I'm harassing
Come
him.
on, dude.
It's very close.
I mean, I guess objectively it is the shape of a swastika, but I think the intent has nothing to do with Nazi Germany.
The
is
Nazis
my
have
point.
ruined that symbol. You can't just be
all
like,
right.
oh, well, you
well,
know.
let me ask you this. Is Hassan a huge fan of Bleach? Does he have a reason to have this sword?
Probably, right? I mean,
I've
that's
never
a
heard
popular
him
one.
talk about it in my entire life.
Well, how much you watching, you know?
Well, hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Let's look.
He watches
Hassan
a lot of
he
Piker.
watches
And
a lot
that
of
is a very
anime,
popular one. I could never get into it. I don't know.
I
don't
tried
get
it
the
too. I
appeal.
didn't like it.
I'm with.
Why is it that in there, they do these investigations, but they couldn't figure out where I bought this katana? The policing of people to talk to and the content to consume, they're like a toxic ex. No, it's just like, this is something that happens with supporters of Israel. They think that they run shit no matter what. Literally. Straight up. Do you think that if you were a huge Bleach fan that Ethan would be charitable towards your sword ownership? No. I did this on 2023, 2 years ago. I did this because I wanted to leave breadcrumbs for my podcast co-host at the time, eventually to find years later on a fucking multiple month extended crash out. This is one of the many breadcrumbs, dude. It's because I own the media. It's me. I own it. It's clue time. Oh, I can't believe we figured it out. I wanted to maintain plausible deniability. That's the face you make when you're like, ooh, my plan. Go buy a bunch of swords.
I got you, King.
Oh, guts. You don't know what that is. That's
Berserk.
Berserk. I can't believe you've never watched Berserk. Let's say we entertain this insane theory they have. This would still be one of the dumbest way to do subtle anti-Semitism. Yeah.
With you, Dan. It sucks.
It sucks, right?
Yeah, it's boring.
Find one instance of him talking about the show Bleach.
Okay.
Is there any mention of the Jewish people in that
I
show?
just don't know that you can,
I don't think
in the context of this people that talk about Israel and Palestine.
Somebody should have looked at the photo and been
come
like,
on, dude. Come on. Like, no, first of all, these people are very cognizant of what can even be considered anti-Semitic and used against them. Like, yeah, they very clearly didn't think it through. They didn't look at it and go, this looks like a swastika. It's ridiculous.
okay, maybe that.
This is really perverse. They are retroactively trying to prove anti-Semitism. No, that's what's funny about this is that like the entire process here is done to scratch the surface of my secret anti-Semitic tendencies. And it's pretty funny to do that. Like, it's pretty funny to dedicate any amount of time to something like this. When in fact, Ethan also says I'm literally a vile anti-Semite all the time. Why is it? Why is it that like this is the one moment where you finally found convincing evidence? You know what I mean? You've already been calling me a vicious anti-Semite over and over again. Makes no sense. You already got it, man. You got me. You said I'm a vicious anti-Semite for months before this, so I don't think he likes you, to be honest. Yeah.